number 4 is mentioned many times during the Seder night. 4 cups of wine, 4 questions, 4 sons. So I want to share with you 4 short ideas you could share with your family around the Seder. The first idea is in the name of the Maharal Miprag. And he asked a question which many rabbis ask. Why do we eat matzah on Pesach? Okay. Years ago, people were rushing out of Egypt and they didn't have time to prepare bread. That's why we eat matzah. What would have happened if they would have forgotten to take the belts with them? So we would have a Seder night with everyone taking off his belts. What's the idea of the matzah? Not only we have a mitzvah to eat matzah on Pesach, we begin the Magid telling the story of Egypt, of the redemption, by showing the matzah and saying, Ha lachma anya, this is the poor bread our ancestors ate in Egypt. And also that brings the question, why do we begin the Magid on the matzah? Seems like all of the Magid is based on the matzah. And for the third question, and the first Pesach in history, the Pesach in Egypt, the nation ate matzah. That's before they came out, before they didn't have time. Why then did they eat matzah? And the Maharal explains that matzah isn't just remembering something which happened. Matzah is the essence of Yetziat Mitzrayim. Matzah is the essence of us becoming a free nation. Or in deeper meaning, matzah is the essence of us becoming a free, holy, and spiritual nation. Well, you see, matzah has 2 things which make it a matzah. The first thing, it's a poor bread. It has nothing in it apart from flour and water. Or maybe it's a bread which is original for itself. It doesn't have any influence of other things. It has only itself. And the second, matzah is done very fast. It's above time. It's something which happened and all of a sudden it's there. And that's us becoming into a free, special nation. What is special about the Jewish nation is our uniqueness. We have the Torah in us. We see Hashem. We spoke to Hashem at Mount Sinai. We heard Hashem at Mount Sinai. When we came out of Egypt, we left all influences, other influences behind us to become ourselves. Like a poor bread with only flour and water. Part of us becoming a free nation was to remember who we are and mainly what we aren't. What chametz do we burn? And the second aspect of matzah, when we became a nation, it became very fast. It wasn't a process of hundreds of years of people fighting for their independence and gathering people and building a law and building a vision. We were slaves, Hashem appeared and we came out. We became free people. We became a holy nation. That is when something spiritual comes into our world. It happens fast. The meeting between above time and our world is a fast meeting, like matzah. So eating matzah, it's not just remembering something which happened many years ago. It is the essence of us being a free nation. Remembering that to be our special nation, we have to clean ourselves from other influences and see how Hashem, the divine presence, comes into our world, and it happens very fast. like happened 3,000 years ago, and Bezat Hashem will happen also in the future. The second idea is in the name of Rav Kook. During the Haggadah we say that Hashem saved us beyad chazaka uvizroa nituya, with a strong hand and a lifted arm. What does it mean, yad chazaka and zroa nituya? Well, to save a nation out of slavery, it might be enough to use a strong hand. Take them out by force and make them free. But as we learned in the first idea, the Jewish nation isn't just a free nation. The Jewish nation is a holy nation. We still have what to go. After going out of Egypt, we still move and take more steps and receive Torah and learn Torah and do mitzvot. And every generation we ask ourselves, what's our meaning in this generation? How do we celebrate this Seder, this year, different than previous years? Well, obviously this year will be different. But generally, every generation we have to do one more step forward. And that is the Zroa Netuya. The third idea is comparing the Maharal. Third idea is comparing the Haggadah with the words of the Rambam. In the Haggadah we say, חייב אדם לראות את עצמו כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים. In every generation, a person must view himself as if he went out of Egypt. How do you view yourself? Egypt was 3,000 years ago. How do I view myself going out of Egypt? The Rambam says, חייב אדם להראות את עצמו כאילו הוא עתה יצא ממצרים. Each person should show himself as if he now went out of Egypt. And that maybe answers the how do we feel. And the answer is, show yourself. Act as if now you came out of Egypt. Lean when you eat matzah. Lean when you drink the wine. Feel the bitterness when you eat maror. Some families have costumes of Paro or Moshe going out of Egypt. Some people walk around the table. Show yourself as if you just now went out of Egypt. And acting as if we left Egypt will also create in us the feeling, the vision, as if we left Egypt. We'll be able to see ourselves and maybe even see a glimpse of the divine presence leading the nation out. The fourth idea is to a song I'm sure we all like, Dayenu, Dai Dayenu. We say about 15 things that if Hashem took us of Egypt and didn't do that, and didn't move us across the Red Sea, and didn't bring us through the desert, and at the end didn't bring us to the land, Dayenu, that's enough. And every year I ask myself, what do we mean, Dayenu? That is enough. What, do we really want to come out of Egypt without having food in the desert? We would have died. Do we really think that just going out and being in the desert and staying there, that's enough? The whole purpose of going out of Egypt is to come into the land of Israel, is to receive the Torah and then come into the land. To be a free nation, to be a holy nation. Why then do we say Dayenu? And the answer could be quite simple. To thank Hashem for each stage and stage. We don't say the first stage is enough. We can forget about the next 10, 14 stages. We thank Hashem for each step. And also, we don't say, okay, we became a free nation, we came to the land, who cares about the first steps? No. Each step is important. Each step built us as a nation, built us as private people that are part of a nation. Each one of those steps built us. It shaped us to what we are today. Therefore, for each one of them, we appreciate it and we thank Hashem for it. Dai Dayenu. We thank for everything which happened on the way. And same for today. Everything which happened for us in our lives is part of our steps, our continuation of the Haggadah. And we don't say, okay, let's just skip to the end. Let's just skip COVID-19. No. Each step builds us. At the end, we thank Hashem for everything we had on the process. May you all have a Chag Sameach, a healthy Chag, a Chag where we unite all the nation together, although we'll all be in our houses, and still feel united with everyone.